Good evening everybody and welcome to the stream and welcome back to No Man's Land. Hope everyone is well, hope you've all had a brilliant week. I was just waiting for Stevie had to just leave, he's just joining again. So yeah, we're back on No Man's Land for some more shenanigans and see what we can get up to. I've skipped forward a little bit to January and we're going to start off with kind of a January sales. So we're going to be selling a lot of our crops and some of our equipment as well. So just before we get into this, I'd say hi to Stevie.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad now at all, so I can't complain.
Good, good. Well, thanks for coming on again to help out.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for helping me out last night.
No worries. Yeah, and if you've not seen Stevie's Calmsden farm video from earlier today, excuse me, I gave him a helping hand last night doing some harvesting and baling contract. So go and check out the that video if you want to see that. The link to Stevie's channel is in the description and a little bit further up in the chat as well. And also, quick big thank you to DRndalo for providing the server for tonight's stream. So if you are interested in a dedicated server for Farm Simulator 22, then please consider checking out DRndalo. There's a link in the description down below. So we're going to get in the extremely noisy Fiat tractor. I'm going to take the lettuce I've got loaded up to sell. And if you want to, you can start ferrying down the crops from the silo.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be going there now in about 2 minutes. Just sort of okay.
Yeah, no worries. So we'll just sell everything except the barley. We'll keep that for chicken feed.
Yeah, no problem at all.
They're slightly more bearable just in cab. So who we got in the chat? So we've got Stormcool, Sinead, Dermot, Maria, Alperin, Craziness with Music, Hans in the chat, Peter V saying hello to Stevie, Adixon saying what's up, Mitchell Harris saying hello from New Zealand, and Owain Davis saying hello Sinfara and Stevie, hey to you. David saying hello Stevie, you're a bit quiet to be honest. I would say everyone's saying you're a little bit quiet.
Am I really?
If you can turn your mic up or a little bit or something. So I can't turn it up on my end because I've got the in-game chat up to 100%. Jesse saying you missed some streams, what have you done? Cool. Last time we made a lot of silage bales. Far too many silage bales. We ended up going over quite a bit last week. Firehead saying hey, Sirius 06 saying hello, James Campbell saying hi as well, hey to you. Sinead, are you going to be live on the other series? No plans to go live on any other series at the moment. Clayton Hart saying hey Sim Farmer and Sim Farmer and Stevie, hey to you. Fabalo saying hi, and Rox Carol 2312 saying hello, hey to you. Peter V saying nice video on the old stream farm, thank you. Yeah, I saw it was released yesterday and I thought I'd have a go on it and see what it was like, because it's the first time I've ever played on it myself, and I know quite a few people asked if I was going to do anything on it. And unfortunately, yeah, the other two base game maps are getting really low views, so I just fancied a little change for myself. But I do plan on trying to finish Elm Creek and Hoe Baler on. Those videos will just be as and when. So that's 26,000 for that load, and we just got these last few pallets that it didn't quite pick up. So if we can just throw this one into the actual trigger. Come on, sell. So yeah, we we're going to start off selling quite a lot of stuff. So we've got all the crops. We've currently got 56,000 litres of wheat that we'll sell. Yeah, so the price is pretty much at its highest now, so similar to what it was in December actually. We've also got the last bit of oats we can sell, and then 41,000 litres of sorghum, which is currently just under 1,000, so that's going to be around at 40,000. The wheat's probably going to be around 40, so we're probably going to get around about 100,000. What was that one pallet not selling from the crops? Adixon saying, what's better oil, canola or sunflower oil? I don't know, to be honest, because I've not tried either yet. Well, I've done that little bit of canola oil in hoe baler on, but I haven't done any of the others yet, so I'm not sure which is the better. I imagine they're probably fairly well balanced, to be fair. So while we're here, we'll sell this. So next time we do some mowing, just to make things a little bit quicker, we're going to replace all this with some new stuff. So we'll sell that, and sell that. So we're up to 83,703. We've got the other mower to sell as well. B Goody saying, are you going to continue Calmsden Farm? Yes, there should be the next episode of Calmsden Farm should be up tomorrow. So I've edited that, that's uploaded, ready for tomorrow. I just haven't had a chance to do it. It's actually recorded over a week ago. So before I published the last episode, episode 4, I'd recorded episodes 4, 5 and 6. So I've got episode 6 to edit, so that should be up next week, and then I've got to actually record some more, so that should be up tomorrow on the other channel. So if you're not subscribed to Sim Farmer Plus, then go and check it out. There should be a link down in the description. So that's where my Calmsden Farm Let's Play series currently is. Adixon saying he has a new mower, the Pottinger big mower, nice. I don't know if we'll be able to afford one of those when we come to buy a new one, but we definitely need to get something a bit bigger. Jess saying he's not even going to worry about FS19, it's just not worth it. No, FS19's in the past. Sinead saying she loves the Old Stream Farm. Yeah, it is a nice map. Would be nice if it was just a little bit bigger though. But I think it's I'm going to enjoy playing on it, especially doing the start from scratch, because it's got some fairly cheap fields and some fairly small fields, and now we've got a bit of some mods available now with some like cheaper equipment. Should make things a little bit easier and interesting to start on that kind of small scale and build it up without doing tons of forestry anyway. Right, so next job, let's turn the engine off. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to refuel this. I meant to do it before we started, and I completely forgot. TJH saying, just wondering what's the best log length to sell. Anywhere between 6 and 8 meters. If you've got a fully grown tree. I think when TNB Chan, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that, and I hope you enjoy the content. When I did a test on fully grown spruce trees, 6 meters we're getting around about 6,000 per tree. 8 meters was getting around about 6,500, and then 7 meters was actually getting around about 6,700 per tree. So if you go less than that, if you start going down to 5,000, 5 meter logs, you start getting like around about 4,000, and if you start going above 8 meters, you start getting less as well. So if you do a fully grown tree in 2 halves, you only get around about 2,000 and something, and then if you do it in 4, I'm trying to think what the lengths were. Yeah, I can't remember. Anything over 8 meters and anything below 6, and you start losing money anyway. Per tree. Just have to make sure we actually got some diesel in there. Yeah, the longer the lengths, after 8 meters, you start losing money per tree. Right. No, I want to start the engine, not stop it. Yeah, I'd say stick between 6 and 8 meters for the best prices, but so it depends what equipment you're using. If you want to speed things up and do less loading, and obviously go for slightly longer logs if you want to. You're not worried about taking the hit on losing out, because logs do pay quite well anyway. Right, so we'll jump in the Massey. Which I'll get the front loader on this, and then we'll start loading up some silage bales and get those sold. So I can remember where I've got the... Oh, I don't want to disconnect that. I think it's got the weight on the front of the Fiat, so just borrow this one for now. Gabriel saying hello, Sim, big hug from Brazil. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Hope you are too, and welcome to the stream. Cruxon House and Estate. I remember when you were with Gators and and the trailers. Yeah, way back in the first couple of streams, we just got the John Deere Gator and the Mahindra Retriever. So we're up to 115,000 now. So I think by the time we've sold everything we need to, we should have around about 200,000. One thing I haven't checked is what's on for sale. Nothing apart from our old equipment. So yeah, now we've got some money, there's nothing decent to buy. Mitchell saying he's got to go, have a great day. Well, thank you for stopping by, Mitchell, and enjoy the rest of your day. Sinead saying, how are you today? I'm very well, thank you. Had a bit, I'll say every week seems to be a hectic week for me at the moment. Nothing goes right. I've wasted probably another 5-6 hours this week on trying to sort out problems. Oh, these haven't fermented yet. Right, that one's silage, that one's still showing as grass. 95%, right, so they've not all quite fermented yet. So, is that one done as well? No, that's grass. Right, let's just speed up time a little bit. Yes, it's because we skipped time when we was doing these, so some of these have probably been wrapped up a lot sooner. So that one's silage, that one's grass. Silage. I think most of them down the other end are silage. How long before the bales? I think they take around about 3 months to fully ferment. So that one's grass as well. Yeah, we've got quite a random selection of grass and silage. So some of these are not quite fully fermented yet. We'll just load them up anyway, and then we'll just speed up time until they're ready. Yeah, by the time we've loaded them up and gone down to the store, they should be fine. I only checked the one earlier. I saw, oh, that one's fermented. I wasn't quite expecting them to be ready just yet. So what I want to plan to do is, once we've sold all this, I want to get the sheep pasture and start buying some sheep so we can produce wool. And then we'll look again at spinnery and then the tailor shop, because that is a really good money maker. I think if worked out, if you keep hold of all your pallets of clothes and sell them on the best month for the year, like 12 pallets over a year, you can make well over 200,000 at the highest price. And I think it's about time we actually got some livestock as well. And I think cows are just a little bit too far from getting just yet. Maria, yeah, I'm doing the sugar beet only playthrough on Hobale and I'm kind of role playing it. Oh, sugar beet only. So you're doing chopped sugar beets for actual sugar production and selling it at the BJ, or just straight up sugar production? Harvesting sugarcane on field 26 in Hobale one would take so many days. Yeah, I imagine. I've never actually done sugarcane myself. But yeah, field 26 is quite a big field. And I know the sugarcane harvester is not the biggest of working width. Dean is saying sugar beets have a high yield, but sugarcane is better overall for sugar. I do plan on doing sugarcane on the time-lapse series. As I mentioned in the streams previously, I want to try and do every crop. So they may not fit in with the actual map or the region, like sugarcane and cotton, but yeah, I do plan on trying to do everything this time. So we'll be doing grapes, olives, cotton, sugarcane, potatoes, sugar beets. I've already done poplars, which, as I suspected, they're really not worth doing again. I was really hoping giants would have either increased the yield of them so you got a lot more, or set the price a lot higher so to make it actually worth doing poplars and wood chips, but it seems like they're still not worth the time to even bother doing. Leonardo saying drop the like, guys. Yeah, Steve is currently selling off the crops, so we've still got 11,000 litres of oats to sell, and then the rest of the sorghum. So he's just sold another load. That's another 21,460. We're also going to sell the straw bales. We've got a lot of pallets of planks over at the sawmill as well. Million saying hello Sim, hey to you. Firehead, if another forestry map comes out online, would you play it again? I'll do another forestry map in the future, but probably won't be until after I've finished No Man's Land before I do another map like that now. We'll see. I don't plan the old stream farm. I don't know if that'll be a particularly long series. It depends how quick we can progress. But that might be a nice short series just to fill some time until another map comes out. So it's going to be, that series is going to be a little bit more similar to Ravensburg, where I started with no money, no land, and then just did a lot of contract work until I could afford some land and equipment for myself. And somebody did, I can't remember who it was, and I don't know if they're watching the stream, but thank you to who let me know that there was a little yard area on the old stream farm map that was available for 10,000, which I didn't spot, and I was trying to decide on a bit of land to buy. So I really wish I'd have known that earlier, because I would have bought that instead. It's got a little barn and a shelter for storing equipment in. So I'll probably look at buying that next time to start storing our equipment in. Hans saying, I have read on Reddit that somebody calculated that sorghum is a better feed for animals than barley. I'd have thought that barley would be the better crop because it's cheaper. Because if you look at the prices now, sorghum's nearly 1,000 per 1,000 litres. Barley's only 676. Yield wise, I think sorghum's a pretty well yielding crop, but I don't know like per acre what yields the best. But when it comes to actually feed type, it makes no difference. Like barley or sorghum's exactly the same. I always tend to use barley for feed, as I say, because it's usually the high yielding, but I don't know compared to sorghum. I imagine if the price of sorghum is a lot higher, then the yield would be slightly lower than barley. Storm saying his dad can't play FS22 because his graphics card is too weak. That's a shame. Especially with the current climate of graphics cards, trying to get older ones, not the easiest things to try and upgrade one. I will turn this round so we can get that second side loaded on. Yeah, I say sorghum's that new crop that obviously you can feed to chickens and pigs and horses, so it does give a bit more options. I think part of the reason why I did feed sorghum in the other series was because I always missed out on planting barley, because obviously you can only plant barley in September and October. I always kept missing out on planting barley, so it was always sorghum for feed, just because it's the only thing I could ever plant in time to actually use. So my preference would be to use barley when I've got it. It's the same with pigs. I always used to use canola rather than soybeans or sunflowers, because obviously they're a lot more expensive crops, and canola's a lot more higher yielding. I don't quite know how many bales we actually got last week. I think there's probably about 50 plus. So how many we got on there? So that's that 8. So about 24 we'll have on here.
70.
70.
I think that was a rough count I got after we finished last week, was 70.
Yeah.
70.
Wow. Yeah, there's still quite a lot left. Oh, I might do one load. Don't fall over. D-Ninja saying it's currently planned testing in the US. Oh, is that for the Nexat combine? Is that combine that also like seeds like the crop behind it as well, kind of like does an all-in-one harvest and sow the next crop at the same time, or is that a different one? Sinead, how long have you been playing FS? I've been playing FS since FS 2015. It was the first one I played. Although I didn't have anywhere near as many hours on 15 as I did on 17. And definitely nowhere near as I did on 19. Right, we'll go and sell that load. Hopefully they've so that one's still 97. So hopefully if I speed up time a little bit more, by the time we've got down there, they'll be all ready to go. Mafan saying hello, hey to you. Storm saying, seeing the end of the last stream you mentioned that it would be helpful to, yeah, I didn't get time to sort anything out for this week. I've literally had no spare time at all until like last night, and I just didn't want to do too much, so I haven't been on Discord to try and sort anything out. So yeah, I will try and sort something out for the next stream. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I've had another hectic week of wasting time trying to fix things. First thing that was broke was Monday morning. I come to edit a video, loaded up Vegas, and it seemed to freeze up. So I'm like wiggling the mouse around, nothing's happening. So went into Task Manager, closed it down, tried it again. As soon as it opened up, it seemed to freeze up. I eventually worked out when I went on to the web browser to see if there was an update for Vegas Pro. That as soon as the web browser loaded up, my mouse stopped working. So no idea what was wrong with that. Certain apps had opened up and my mouse would just completely freeze up. So I wasted quite a bit of time trying to fix that. And in the end, I just had to use a different mouse because that one, I don't know what's wrong with it. I tried updating the drivers, uninstalling it, reinstalling it, restarting the computer, checking for any updates on Windows, and could not get it to work. It just kept freezing every time I'd open up an app. So that took quite a lot of time. Then I had a problem with my internet being really slow. So 98%. So let's just speed this up a little bit. There we go. Right. So that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. I think they all should be done now. So I think that last batch that wasn't quite ready was all done at the same time. Yep. Right, so we'll get these sold. Yeah, what was the other thing I had go wrong this week? Oh, my internet. That took me ages because I was getting this internet speed I was getting was 3 times slower than it should have been. And then when I did the line test, it was showing that the line connection was 900 download, 100 upload, but connection to my actual PC was only 150 28. So I spent ages resetting the network adapters, trying different things, and I still couldn't get that to improve. So I tried my other PC and I was getting the same speed. So that turned out to be a problem with the actual provider. That some reason they'd put a restriction on my speed, so the max speed I could get was 150 rather than the 900 I should be getting. So that was another waste of time. I'm sure there was something else I had a problem with, but yeah, it was a fun week. Hans saying, yeah, it's a machine that can do everything from preparing soil to planting, harvesting, fertilising, weeding, all in one machine. Yeah, I think I've seen the Facebook video of it. It's a crazy looking thing. We say if you can do all that in one go, it's going to massively reduce like running costs. But the only downside to that then is if that breaks down, you're kind of not doing anything at all. Right, so we're up to 232,000, which is not too bad. Should have pulled that a little bit further forward. Yeah, it is a crazy looking thing if you've not seen it. It's well worth going to check out a video of it. I might have to have a look, see if there's any like more in-depth videos of it, because it's it's a crazy bit of kit. Whether it'll take off, it probably depends on how much it's going to cost. It's definitely not something we'll probably see in the UK. I don't think there'll be many fields you'll be able to get one of those into. Yeah, it would be nice to see it as a mod. I'm sure somebody will probably have a go at doing it at some point. So if you didn't see the post from Giants that the first DLC pack should be out next month. So it's a vehicle pack, so I'm not sure what it's going to be exactly, but it says more vehicles for your farm, so possibly a new brand with some equipment in it, or like vehicles, so tractors, some other stuff. And then also we've got the 1.3 patch, which should be out within the next couple of weeks with some more free content. So there's a couple of new ideal harvesters, the 7PL and 8PL. I think there was another self-propelled slurry spreader, and I can't remember what the other stuff was. So I did ask last week what anybody's guesses for the first DLC. So anybody got any further guesses on what you think it might be? Just out of interest as well, how many of you actually bought the season pass, or were you just waiting to see what the DLC is going to be before you decide whether you're going to buy it? And if you do buy it, and you buy it through Giants, then don't forget to use SimFarmer as the code. Helps the channel out at no extra cost to you. Crookston House saying bye to you, thanks for stopping by. Jack Dari saying hello, hey to you. D Ninja saying most farms but don't buy a combine. Yeah, I think a lot of farms in the UK generally get contract workers. Wait for Stevie to move the trailer into a better position so we can both load up. Yeah, so if you need the weight, Stevie, I think I stole yours. Drop the one off the front of the Fiat. Darth saying hey Sim, hey to you. God, some of these names, I've no idea how to pronounce your name. Poimuk, Poimo saying hi, hey to you. Apologies, I've butchered your name. Carlos Lopez, hey to you. TJ, I don't know if you said hi earlier and I missed it. I don't remember, but hey to you because it's the first time I've seen you in the chat. So, Rover 97 saying never thought I liked time-lapse, but I've been watching the whole Elm Creek and No Man's Land series over the past 2 weeks. Good content, mate. Thank you for that. Glad you enjoyed them. Yeah, time lapses are one of those things. I know it's not for everybody, but yeah, sometimes they can be very satisfying to watch for some strange reason. I get people commenting saying I don't see the appeal. Why do people like this? I'm like, I don't know. Yes, they just do. The old stream farm was finally released. Have you already looked at them? I've already done a video on it. The first episode on the old stream farm time-lapse series was up on my channel earlier today. So kind of start from scratch with no money, no land. The pickup truck, which we can't really use for much. What's that bale not pushing over? This is where I end up knocking all the bales off. Just trying to get that one to move over slightly. Right. I'm just going to use the hand of God here. No! Oh. Oh, come on, Sim. No! What the... I hate these dolly trailers. I really, really hate these dolly trailers. I'm blaming the dolly trailer. Honestly, it wasn't my fault. Clayton Arts saying, hi Sim Farmer, you and Stevie video are the best, thank you. Yeah, well, I think we'll get the Anderson soon. That'll save a lot of time. Bram Guffin saying hello, hey to you. D Ninja saying, like my Discord just asked, how do I pay attention to anything? I have Discord up watching Coach Kart's movie and watching some on YouTube and playing FS22. That's multitasking. Mind you, I've been there before. I've multiple things on. I've had two games running in the past while watching football on the other TV and doing other things. Right, so that's a little bit tidier. Yeah, training in the force. I think I'm too weak-minded though for the force. I'd end up going to the dark side. Darth saying he'll be right back. Have a quick look at your time lapse. Nice one. Bram saying I just watched your old stream farm. It looks amazing. Good work. Thank you. Oops, there's a rock there. It's a rock in a hard place. Skills of the hand of God. It's always handy when you can just switch on the super strength. Get you out of a tight spot a few times. James, how many gigabytes is one of your videos after it's finished and ready to upload? Around about, just try and think, on average, for a 20-minute, a 15-minute video is around about 5 gig. So 18 is around about 6, and then a 20-minute video is around about 7. So they probably vary from about 5 to 8 gig for a time lapse. The Let's Play videos, because I'm doing those now in full 4K and at the same bit rate I use for the time-lapse stuff, which I couldn't do before because my internet was just not fast enough. They come out around about 16 gig for a 40-minute episode. So yeah, average around about 5 to 8 gig for a time-lapse video. I think that one episode of No Man's Land, which come out around about 27 minutes, was I think that was around about 10-11 gig in total. But in the past that would have probably taken me about 3-4 hours to upload. But no, a time-lapse video takes me around about 10 minutes to upload compared to what it did before. The Let's Play videos being 16 gig take around about 25-30 minutes, so definitely well worth the investment of getting the new broadband fitted. Maria saying the old stream farm looks beautiful, good work. Yeah, it is a nice map. So not one I've ever played on before myself. So yeah, looking forward to progressing in that series and seeing how it goes. Just something a bit different as well. Dean is saying going to the dark side is easy, staying in the light side is hard. If you can manage always manually loading the bale trailer, I don't think you'd give in to the dark side. I did with the pallets on No Man's Land though. After that one section of video I've recorded twice, loading the pallets up, and then the second time I messed up I just quit the game out again. I was like, install auto load. I'm not doing that for a third time. Right, so I think we've got left a few more silage bales, then we've got the straw bales over at the sawmill, and also the pallets of planks will get sold as well, and then we'll see how much money we've got. Gary Harris saying hello peeps and Sim, hey to you. So 151 people watching. If you've not yet hit that like button, then don't forget to. Simon Wait saying came in late, what are you saving up for? I want to try and get a sheep pasture so we can actually start getting some animals, which we've now got more than enough for. I'm also considering getting rid of the 2 smaller chicken coops and getting the 1 larger chicken coop instead, because that just produces way more. It's like having 10 smaller chicken coops in one basically, so you're pretty much getting 10 times more eggs out of it. So I want to try and get one of those as well, and then we'll see what else we've got left. Then the next plan will be to get a couple of fields ploughed in that area of land we bought last time. Let's just see what actually. I don't know if it's worth getting another bale trailer or another flatbed trailer rather than Where are we? That's the one we currently got. I'd really get him one of these instead, because it's not the dolly trailer. That's slightly shorter. Right, decisions. What's on sale? Nothing. I'm sure that's been up sale twice now. I'm sure that was on sale before I started skipping time. And it's come back up again. Well, that's worth 12. Right, let's get 2 of these. No, we'll get 2 of the Roland ones for now. Oh, I don't think we need those. No, I don't want to buy 3. Right, we'll sell this one because the dolly trailer's really starting to do my head in. Yeah, I haven't got that on. I haven't got that pack installed. I tried to look for it earlier and then I couldn't find it when I was going through the mod list. Oops. Game gone a bit laggy then. So we're up to 262,000. So we've got. Probably the most money we've ever had in one single go. Simon saying thank you, no worries. Storm saying if your series on Old Stream Farm on hard, it should have been on normal economy, but because I set the game up on new farmer mode, I forgot to actually change it from easy. So yeah. Fortunately, the first episode was on easy economy, which I didn't realise until after I'd finished recording. So yeah, it will be switched to just normal, because I don't want it to be too much of a grind, because I say I don't plan on it being a particularly long series. So I more wanted just something different than the base game maps, because the views on those have really dropped off. I think the last tow baler on episode struggled to get more than 7,000 views, which is nearly what a third of what I'm getting on some of the No Man's Land videos. So it's a little bit painful to see, but yeah, I think a lot of interest in the base game maps has started to go from the viewers, especially with so many other YouTubers doing them as well. They're probably all sick of seeing those maps. Hans saying I think he will download the Old Stream Farm app, take a look at it. Yeah, it's worth taking a look at it. It's small, but it is a very nice looking map. Sinead's saying she's doing well in the Old Stream Farm, nice. Maria, from what I've seen in the Old Stream Farm, the fields are very small and cheap. Nearby towns and big outside towns. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I did the starting with no land and money, because it's not going to be too much of a grind doing contract work just to be able to afford anything. I think trying to do something like that on the base game maps would be, you'd probably get fed up after a while. Right. I'm going to drop that off. Let's drop this. I'm going to switch the tractor over. And then we'll go and get the straw bales loaded up from over by the sawmill. not enough silage bales there for 2 trailers. Libri, what's your favourite map of them all? No Man's Land is my favourite, simply because you've got the ability to do whatever you want on it, and I like the forestry maps as well, but I think sometimes there's a little bit too much forestry on them. Where this it's got a nice balance. It's got a lot of open areas if you don't like forestry, and then there is quite a lot of forest on here as well if you do want to do forestry. So I like the fact that it's a lot easier to just get going on than stuff like Crater Lake, Wilhelmina Forest, where you've got so many trees you need to clear before you can get started farming wise. But at the end of the day, they are predominantly forestry maps. Scipion saying hi Sim. Why did you not get auto load? Because auto load's cheating. I don't mind loading bales. It's just the pallets I got fed up with. So round the back of the sawmill we've got all the straw bales we've got, and because we're not planning on getting cows or pigs just yet, we'll probably look at the getting cows next time we start getting animals. So rather than just leave these sitting here, because we'll have the wheat and barley and everything. Not wheat, barley we planted, was it? We'll get the straw off that for the next harvest. Right. Would help if I took the front weight off the front and put it on the back. Does a front weight become a back weight when you put it on the back, or does it stay a front weight but on the back? What are you going to spend all that money on? So we're going to get the sheep pasture, the larger chicken coop, and then obviously we need to buy some sheep. We'll also need to buy an animal transport trailer possibly. Don't know, I'll have a look how much it actually costs to buy the sheep direct at the thing, rather than buying an animal transport trailer. See which works out cheaper. Ooh, that's not the best place to load these. Right, let's load from the front end first. That would be a better idea. Okay, because these bales are a lot. These are the big bales. They don't quite fit on flat. So yeah, definitely could have done with the end, the creels on the end for doing these. So hopefully none of these actually roll off. Oh, come on. So annoying when you try and bring the bales back and one sticks to the forks or the spike. Patrick saying, what you miss? You missed selling all our crops. I've just knocked that bale off. Right. Let's try this again. Yeah, I forgot these straw bales are the big bales, so we can't fit as many on if I put them flat. We've sold off all the silage bales, or more or less all the silage bales were made at the end of the last stream. We sold off all our crops except the barley. We also sold off some of our equipment. So for the mower, we sold the 2 mowers, the windrower and the tedder, because we'll be upgrading those next time. Petry saying it's a balance weight. It's always like, because everyone refers to usually as front weights. So it's like kind of thing, well if it's a front weight, can you not put it on the back? Can it only go on the front? Yeah, I do have Discord, but currently it's still only for channel members at the moment, because I still need to get it set up. And I was hoping to have had more on there, and so I haven't been on there myself all week, or for the last couple of weeks. So I need to get back on there and see if we can get other things set up on there. What do you prefer, front loader or forklift? For pallets I prefer a forklift. I think the forklifts seem to work a lot better for pallets than the front loader. Or it seems to be a bit easier in general, but for bales then obviously the front loader. Or a telehandler that's not articulated. I don't mind articulated stuff if it's got a bucket on, so if you're emptying a silage pit, I don't mind using a wheel loader with a big bucket in, but I'm not keen on loading bales and pallets with an articulated vehicle. So I much prefer a telehandler for loading bales, just because it's got all-wheel steer. It's a lot easier to manoeuvre. And obviously you've got a little bit more reach on as well. But a telehandler is one of those things that I always find difficult to justify buying in a series, because it doesn't do anything that a front loader can't really do. Or then you might be able to get a slightly larger bucket or pick up a little bit more with it. But thank you for the subscribing, Yusuf. Don't know why I didn't get the alert come up, but it comes up in Streamlabs. Not sure. Patrick saying, do you remember me from the last stream? I do, yes. Maria saying hi. Marcus saying hey to you. Storm saying, well, it's not a front weight or a back weight, it's just a weight. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things when you watch like YouTubers in the past, it's always like they always refer to it as a front weight. I know I do myself quite a lot of the time. Think whether we're going to fit all these bales on here. I need to straighten these up a little bit. We've also got a few logs to sell actually, that I think Stevie's cut a few up already. And I cut a few up from over by the farmyard just to clear a bit of space. There's that small patch of trees that we kind of mowed around last time. So I think it's just this patch here, so I'll finish clearing those and they're cut up ready as well. I don't think there's a full trailer loads worth, but Storm saying, since you have so much money, you should buy the JCB Fast Track, since it has all-wheel steer and can have a front loader. Can you actually have a front loader on that now? It was that one. Well, I'm thinking the other one. There was one Fast Track that you couldn't have a front loader on. I don't know if that was a modded one or. Maria's saying Storm she has that tractor. Sugar Beet only play through. Yeah, Fast Tracks are nice fast tractors. A new tractor would be nice, but we'll see how much money we've got left first, because I want to try and get some other ways of making money. So getting the sheep, we can get wool, and then we'll look again the spinnery and then the tailor shop. And we'll possibly also look at getting the maybe getting the carpentry shop, because that's 60,000. Then we can start doing furniture as well as planks. So then we'll have eggs, we've got the lettuce from the greenhouses, we'll have wool, possibly the spinnery as well if we can get that. Doubt all that will be today. We'll see. And then once we've got those in, we'll look to continue upgrading the equipment, and then possibly get another tractor if one comes up in the sale anyway. Not quite got that bale. Opinions on bunkr silos. I've only used the one bunkr silo so far in the FS22. First time I used that was before the update and it was glitched out. But that does seem to have been fixed now, but I've not used a different one other than that. I used to like doing loose silage mainly for feed, because it was a lot easier to get the mix, especially if you had an odd size like feed mixer. You could do silage in the bunkr silo, then you could use the bucket to finish filling up the feed mixer to top it up rather than losing stuff out of a bale. But with the changes to the feed mixers not taking whole bales now, that's not quite an essential thing. Oh, come on. The furniture is extremely slow. Yeah, it is slow, but it does make reasonable money. To be honest, I wouldn't use the planks to make furniture. I'd use the lumber, so use trees instead. Because what I've found out on my No Man's Land series is, yeah, the plank furniture is only worth a little bit more than the planks. So it kind of seems a waste of time using planks when I've got so many trees. I may as well just straight up use trees. I know the production rate is slightly different, but it seems better to just use trees to make furniture than wasting planks. Just sell the planks for planks. So once I've run out of planks at the current carpentry on No Man's Land Time-lapse series, I won't be topping the carpentry shop up with planks. I'll just be using trees from the forest. So I think that'll be better than wasting planks just to make furniture for that little bit more money. So we've got 4 bales left. Oh, come on. Right, I'm not doing a good job of loading these bales tonight. Yeah, I don't think we're going to fit all of them on. I may try and squeeze. Well, I could take 2 on the bale spikes. Oh, I need to move that one over actually. Yeah, I think if you've got a lot of trees, like, because we've got a big forestry area, and the carpentry shop's so close to the actual forest anyway, it doesn't take long to drag a tree over with the winch. So I think it's just better off using trees to produce furniture. Yeah, because it doesn't double the production, so it doesn't actually produce anything quicker if you've got both running, which is the other thing I've found out as well. I'm not getting any more like furniture being produced having both production lines running at the same time. It seems to slow them down. So it does seem it's only worth having one running at any one time. Can you open the window on the tractor? I don't know about window. You can open the door somehow. Or I was able to open the door last time. I don't know. Yeah, for some reason I can't open the door anymore. But you can open the door. Don't know about windows. N to open the door. Yeah, I don't know. I was able to open the door with the controls last time, but I don't think there's any windows. No, there has been no face reveal yet. I'm still trying to get things sorted in my setup. I just haven't had time. Yes, Fabi, I use an Xbox controller currently. I haven't got round to resetting up my steering wheel yet. Cool Creeper 65 saying hey, hi to you. Jonas saying hi, fun to hear your voice for once. Seen almost every video on your YouTube, thank you. That's a lot of videos. I think on this channel I've got well over 1,000 videos. I don't know how many in total. Right, well, just take the other two bales on the front of the bale spike. MLJ Waffle at 007, hi from Worcester, hey to you, also from Worcester. Clayton saying keep up the good work team, you're inspiring people to become a YouTuber. Well, it's always good if you inspire people. I say if you're considering doing YouTube, give it a go, but you need because you never know where it'll lead you. Yeah, that's a lot of fake farming or virtual farming. Melissa saying hey to you, Stevie.
Hello.
I drop the weight off. I'll pick that back up. So Stevie's just round there. You loading up the pallets blanks? Yeah. So yeah, we've got quite a few. So there's another 10,000 in storage plus all those. So yeah, we've got a lot of planks there. How much are the planks currently worth? Not too fussed if it's not the highest price, to be honest. It's over 2,000, which isn't too bad. So we could hold on to them until June and get a much higher price, but by then we'll probably end up with about 100 pallets. We'll probably end up all stream just loading up pallets to sell. So we'll take all these down to the store and get these sold. So we're just below 300,000. So this should take us up above 300. Do you prefer waffles or pancakes? Pancakes, personally. I don't mind waffles, but don't have waffles very often. MLJ saying, I am right to think this is a separate sale to No Man's Land. Yes, you are. Alan Fenton saying 1.2k videos you have on YouTube. Well, thank you for taking the time to look. I thought it was more around about 1100, but I hadn't checked for a while, so thanks for that. Yeah, so just over 1,200 videos, or 1,200 videos in, what's that, just over 3 years. Yes, I'll be having pancakes soon for Pancake Day. Molnar Gabor saying hi, hey to you. Maria saying, Patrick, I like Belgian waffles, it's very good. I don't tend to have like Belgian waffles, that type of waffle, very often. To be honest, I don't really have pancakes all that often either. Thank you very much for the subscription, Molnar. Alu saying, please No Man's Land time-lapse, more minutes please. I would love to do more, there's just not enough time in the day. Alright, so that's all the straw sold, 17,137 for that load. Plus the ones we sold off the two previous, so 315,000 we're up to. So it's definitely the spring sales in our favour. Although it's not quite spring, but it's still winter, but late winter, early spring. Depending where in January we are. Although yeah, it's probably more March, isn't it? Spring. Oh well. We're making money, that's the good thing. How many planks are left over there, Steve? Is it worth coming over and loading up this trailer as well?
Right, 6 more to go, and then there's probably 7 or 8 in storage.
Will you fit them all on that one trailer?
I'm 2 rows high on the trailer. Let's say I'll get 6 on, let's say.
Okay, I'll come over. Mr. Kofola, thank you very much for the subscription. Maria saying we are very close to 200 likes for the stream. Yeah, 191 viewers. If you've not yet hit that like button, then please do. I really appreciate that, as it does help out the channel. Right, so we'll drop off the bale spike, and also Do we only have the one set of pallet forks, or did we buy two? We've only got the one. Well, if you finish with them, drop them off over there and I'll come get any pallets that are left. Oops. Right, so we'll go and head over to the sawmill and get the last of the pallets from there. Oh, we hit 200 likes. Thank you very much for everyone for 200 likes. That's awesome. I really appreciate that, everyone. P. Scott, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that as well and hope you enjoy the content. So 201 likes. It's awesome. Fabio, how many hours did you play on No Man's Land? I'm up to 100 and... Oh, can't remember what I'm up to. 130 odd hours I think on No Man's Land now, on the time-lapse series. Maybe a little bit more. I think I've just gone over 100 on both Elm Creek and Hoe Baler on. No Man's Land is a little bit more. I also did that, I forgot to mention though, I landscaped a road in between streams as well. Just as a bit more of a guide where we can come up to the fields when we put the new fields in. So how much wood we got? So 2,000, so we could do with topping this up. 3,000 wood chips, which is not a huge amount. I think January is the best price for wood chips, but they are pretty much worthless. Where's wood chips? See what they are on normal mode. Yeah, I still think the price for wood chips in game need doubling. I think at the prices they are, wood chips are just complete waste of time and bio bales. I think they definitely need doubling in price, so that should be more closer to 500 to make it worth doing. So yeah, got another 11 pallets inside the sawmill. Right, while Stevie's doing that, we'll go and cut a few trees down. Stormcool saying he's on 172 hours on his No Man's Land save. Nice. That's a lot of hours. Marcus saying, I love your time-lapse series, inspired me to always start from scratch and build your own unique farm. Yeah, I find it more fun that way. It's kind of thing with the old stream farm at the moment. I was like, do I just get enough money to buy the existing farm, or do I just buy an area of land and build up my own farm, like I did on Ravensburg? Oh, alt. Because I know Black Sheep Modding has added quite a lot of the buildings from the main farm as placeables. So I think the cow barn, the pigs and the sheep are available as separate placeable buildings within the build menu, and some of the barns as well. So could use those and just build up my own separate farm on a different area of land, and rather than use the pre-built farm. So what we'll do with the end pieces, we'll just throw these straight in the trigger. This is what I've been doing in No Man's Land as well, topping up the sawmill with the offcuts from the smaller logs. rather than waste the bigger stuff, because I do find that you do get just about enough if you're doing a decent amount of forestry to keep it running. And then you can sell the longer, heavier logs. Patrick's saying he still plays FS19. So I think we got, was it 2,000 per pallet for planks? I think Stevie may have got a few too many on there. You're struggling a bit there.
Yeah, 6 kilometers per hour. It's okay, I'll make it to the center point by the end of the stream, it's fine.
I think I'll probably get there before you. I'll have loaded the next load up and got there before you, because I don't have as many to put on.
It's a good thing I'm recording a time-lapse.
Yeah, I had to do that on the one No Man's Land. I'd loaded up the little trailer and then had to cut the recording and take some off because I just couldn't move. I found those little trailers, you can only go one row high on them, otherwise it's just a crawl.
Yeah, this is a bit crazy, alright.
I'll see you down there sometime next week.
Next year, more like.
Seem you need to give him a push with your tractor. Yeah, I probably will. Once I've got these loaded up. I say I'll probably get there before he does. Ah, come on, Alex. Maria saying, thinking of playing FS19 soon, but I don't have the automatic camera moving glitch still. The automatic camera moving glitch. Steve's just on his way down there, just in the distance. So he's currently just going into area 34. So you're nearly a third of the way there, Stevie.
1 hour later, he's going into area 35.
I think I need a new computer ideally, but decided to wait on the FS22 a little bit. Yeah, I think the next update should fix quite a lot of other stuff. Hopefully they'll have made a few more adjustments and rebalanced a few things as well, like the maintenance costs. So hopefully it's not just an update to fix things. I hope they'll have made a few changes to improve certain aspects of the game as well. I've been pretty fortunate that I haven't had too many issues with any glitches or bugs or anything, and the ones I have just been a slight annoyance more than anything too bad. Yeah, he's got the stronger tractor as well. There's 240. Listen, sorry?
I'm on flat ground here now, Sam, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to go up the hill from the store when I get there.
Yeah, you may have to unload them, or unload some before you get up the hill. Maria's saying, has anyone tried the Iseki tractor on this game? I haven't yet, no. to be honest, there's not many actual base game tractors I've tried yet. There's still a lot of new stuff I haven't got round to having a go with. When I will and whether I will, I don't know. There's the trouble with so many mods coming out now. It's far too easy to just overlook a lot of the base game stuff and use modded stuff. Farmer Game saying hello, Sim Farmer. There will also be a Hollandsveld map or Dutch maps on the mod hub. I have no idea. I imagine there will be something similar at some point, but I can't say for definite. Seen some ugly tree glitches in a few YouTube videos. Yeah, I've had the odd tree glitch. I think the very first stream I had a few trees glitch out. And I think I had a few in the second one. But since then I've not had many trees actually glitch out. I'm just going to tidy these up by hand. I've had a few tree stumps that have glitched out, but only on the second. They've not shown up on the one account when I've been on multiplayer, so I haven't noticed it. But the actual tree stump has got some weird like graphical glitch show up on it. I had one of those in one of the recent videos as well. But I've tried to avoid doing the any trees other than spruce trees, because I find if you try cutting up an oak tree or willow tree or anything like that, they're the ones that tend to glitch out a lot more. Again, hopefully that's something that's going to be fixed in the next update. SG Spoon saying hi Sim, hey to you. Good to see you in the chat. Farm Game saying Netherlands. You're from Netherlands. You am Netherlands. Yeah, I don't know to any like maps based on the Netherlands. I'd be very surprised if one map didn't come out. Well, I don't know. It's impossible to keep up with every mod creator and every mod that's coming out. So I can't say what's coming out. Rock saying they have the glitch to go multiplayer and the trees glitch, the D3, D12 glitch if you go to multiplayer and trees glitches. MLJ is saying, yeah, I think mostly oak on Dagwins was glitching. Yeah, I tried cutting one of those up when I did the farm build on Ho Baileron for the dairy farm. There was where I wanted to put the entrance into the farm, there was one of those trees, the oak trees, that was in the way, and I tried cutting that up with the chainsaw to get rid of it, because this was before the lumberjack mod was available, and it just went absolutely mental with the textures. So I was like, yeah, that's I'll avoid those trees. In the end, what I did was I placed down the carpentry shop first, cut the tree down, and then just used super strength to drag the tree to the carpentry shop and got rid of it that way, and then just sold the carpentry shop before I built the farm. I think that is the last pallet. And I'm judging by the money, Stevie's not got to the store yet.
No, not yet. I decided to stop for a little cup of tea on the way.
Well, we're on our way. So if you can't get up the hill, we'll try and give you a push or give you a helping hand. That's if this tractor can pull the pallets we've got on here. Oh no, we seem to be going okay. No, I've never had COVID. Both me and my wife work from home, so we've been very fortunate that we've been able to avoid people very easily. So we've been very lucky that we've never had to kind of go out unless it was essential. So we've been avoiding people. I do know quite a few people that have had it, and they are the people that couldn't stop work or classed as key workers, so they had to continue working. So I know I was very fortunate that working from home, not needing to go out, you could avoid the worst of it. Aero, you don't want COVID. You had it 3 times, not good. Yeah, I've heard from some people that have had it that it's not pleasant. Farmer Game saying, hello Sim Farmer, can you make a video in Dutch folder, will be cool. If a decent Dutch map comes out in the future, then possibly. It's not one I've done before. I don't know if giving Stevie a push will help at all.
Yeah, that helps a small bit.
Oh, my tractor's like... try putting the forks under instead. Stop there. Front of the tractor is driving up over the back of the trailer.
You've trebled my speed.
We're still going to get up the hill yet. Patrick, will you stream on another map someday? Yeah, someday we'll swap over to another map. We won't always be doing No Man's Land. Hopefully by the time we come to choose a new map, we'll probably put a vote in the stream when we come towards the end of what map people want to see. And also by then there'll be a lot more choice for maps as well. Yeah, I've done similar things to this at work, trying to push another forklift truck up a hill with another truck. We used to have a little electric forklift truck where I used to work, and we had a ramp, and if it slightly got wet, you couldn't get the electric truck up the hill. So it was always a case, if it started raining, you'd have to make sure you got the electric truck back up the top yard before it got too wet. And there was quite a few times where we got caught out and we had to then get the other truck to push it up the hill. Yeah, more power, as Jeremy would say. So we're going to be close to 400. Oh, we're going to be just under 395,000. So I think what we'll do now, because we've only got the logs and we don't have enough logs cut at the moment for filling up both sets of trailers, so we'll look at getting the sheep pasture and the chicken coop built. After those, we should still have well over 200,000 left. So then we'll decide what...
I'll get some logs loaded up.
Yeah.
Sold in while you're doing the building, okay?
Yeah, no worries. There's that one, there's that little pile by the farm, which I need to get moved anyway, because it's probably where I put the sheep pen.
Yeah, no problem. I'll load them up first.
Maria saying, Jeremy Clark's sometimes my genius, it's almost frightening. Peter Morris saying, hello Sim Farmer, hello to you. Victor Cox, Farm Simulator 22, game crash at 7. Oops, I think I've just crashed. Oh, that was a bit weird. Obviously a slight lag in the connection then.
Slight lag, I nearly ended up in the lake.
Did you have one as well?
Oh yes.
I thought it'd crash because it just froze, and then the tractor carried on going forward, and the camera seemed to stay in one spot. Yeah, speed, more power. Oh, let's just park that there for a bit. Right, so we've got a few logs here which we'll get out of the way. I'll possibly also need to look again a stump grinder at some point because I can't get rid of that stump. I tried lowering the ground with the landscaping tools and that. I think that one's the same as well. And there's one over there. A few offcuts we need to get rid of. So for the stuff, I'm just going to go with the base game. I could have actually afforded the cows. To be honest, I'd rather get that one if we're going to get cows 80. I think 45 is just not enough. I know we've got this one which is obviously a lot cheaper, but it only holds 25, and I don't think 25 is enough, and I think it's a little bit silly having like 3 or 4 of these to make up 100 sheep. So we're just going to go with the standard of this one, because on the hoe baler I find this produces more than enough wool to keep the spinnery going. So all we need to do is find somewhere to put it. Yeah, I think somewhere over here once those logs are out the way. And then we'll look at getting the small chicken, the larger chicken, we'll sell those too. And also get this. So eggs spawn on that end and feed goes in that way, so could possibly put it that way around. Yeah, we'll see when Stevie's done all those. Ooh. Yeah, so we'll sell the other 2 chicken coops while we're waiting. Maria's saying I've been watching the Grand Tour since that time. I like Top Gear. The Grand Tour, I like some of the episodes, but I didn't like a lot of the stuff that I was doing on it. I like the specials. I've watched all of the specials, but I've not watched all the Grand Tour episodes. I need to watch them because I'm missing out on some of the bits that are worth watching. But the first series of the Grand Tour, there was far too many parts of it that I didn't enjoy. And I felt some of the stuff that I was doing on there it was funny the first time, but then they kept doing it every episode, and it was just like, yeah, it was funny the first time, but it's kind of lost its appeal and it's not quite funny anymore. Right, chickens is what we was going to do. Sell. Nope. It probably wasn't worth buying those, but I wasn't planning on actually changing them, so slight change of plans. Oh. Shift P. Right, they're out the way. I'll think about actually what about putting the putting one of these over here. We can't really put it there because we can't really get access to anything. Oops. Or maybe I'll say put it there, but that rock's in the way. I could put it there. We don't need to get to this back edge for anything. and that's not in the way of the actual spawn area. One tip, I think it was Donna Potato, not sure if you're watching, but thank you very much for this. I forgot to reply to your comment, using the developer controls and F4 menu to straighten buildings up. It's not something I ever even thought about, so thank you for that. I will say thank you in the comment if I'll remember to. So yeah, if you've got developer controls, hit the F4 menu to bring that up, and then you can use the grid lines to actually line up buildings a bit better. I still hope they put a degrees of rotation on here, and as I mentioned in previous streams, I hope they put a thing is when you select a building or a tool that menu at the bottom minimises, so it just drops down a little bit out the way, so you got the full screen to actually work with rather than just this top section. And I also wish the camera could rotate down just a little bit more than it does. Overall, I do like the changes to the build mode, but those are just a few niggly things I think could be improved on. Right, so that's the chicken coop in. At least we can keep an eye on the chickens a bit better and chase off any foxes. Right, as these aren't full, we'll put these in the spawn trigger so we can finish filling them. What are your guys' favourite Top Gear specials? Because mine was the India special. The Top Gear specials, I really enjoyed the India one, that was quite funny. The one where they went to the Falklands as well was quite good, although it didn't go down too well with some people. And a few of the others I can't remember too much about them because it's been a good few years since I watched them. Peter Morris saying, I think Giants went overkill with the prices of animal enclosures. Yeah, they are pretty pricey, especially for how many animals they can house. But I think it's that kind of thing with the chickens produce a hell of a lot of eggs, especially with this one. And you can make like a lot of money off these. So 79,000 seems a lot, but I think for the chicken coop it's not that bad considering how much money you can make. Is it this end, the trigger? Can't remember where the buy trigger was then. Right, so does anybody know, do these chickens produce eggs straight away? Or is it, do they have to wait? Because it doesn't say, it just says they can reproduce at 6 months. So you can buy these ones, they reproduce straight away. But do they have to be 6 months to also produce eggs? Or is it just reproduction in more chickens rather than eggs as well? Because I know if you get sheep, they produce wool instantly. Even if they're newborns, they just don't reproduce. Less eggs with the first one. Okay. Less eggs, but they are far cheaper, so I'm just going to get loads of these. They make eggs straight away. Okay. Yeah, we'll save a bit of money and just get these ones. No, I hate that. Why does it jump over to there? I want to keep on buying. And why can I only select 60 chickens? No, I bought the wrong ones then. Well, I think we've got a mix of different ones. I hate this thing that keeps jumping over to there. Right, now we just need to give them some barley. New boot goofing saying just watched the new episode for Old Stream Farm. Excited to see how that series goes. Awesomeness, thank you. I am looking forward to progress on it as well. Peter Morris, who inspired you to do YouTube? I was already doing YouTube before this channel. But originally it was watching, at the time when I first started YouTube, I was doing, would help if I actually filled the trailer up, wouldn't it? I started doing videos on the model railway I was building at the time, and I was inspired by seeing other YouTubers with channels that doing the similar thing. I enjoyed watching their videos of their progress of building up their model railway layouts. So I thought I'd give it a go and share the progress of mine, and that's how I kind of got into YouTube, as in content creating. And that then went on to like doing a channel on scale models. So I was doing videos on like kit reviews, so doing unboxing videos of new model kits, videos showing my progress of building up different types of models and doing different techniques and stuff like that. And then eventually, because I've been playing farm sim quite a lot and seeing other channels have fairly success with content on farm sim, I thought as I'm playing it quite a lot, why not just record what I'm playing and see where it goes. Farm series, you could do a Zeta on PS4 as well. A Zeta? Zeta's in the game this time, isn't it? I think they removed him for 19, didn't they? Oh, that's our tractor. The Zeta's in here. Well, you got that one, which is the bonus. But Zeta's back in as a brand now. I think they removed Zeta from 19. There's a few Zeta tractors. They should be on console as well. No, we haven't done the sheep pen yet. We'll do that now. So the chickens are all topped up, 9,000 litres. So they should start making us a decent amount of money. A lot better than those two smaller ones. I think we'd have been waiting a long while to get any decent amount of eggs off those. Book brings up the question, if they can't reproduce, why are they able to do eggs? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it doesn't say. So it's that kind of weird thing with the game. Well, either way, if it don't take 6 months for them to get to a stage where they can produce eggs if they don't, but no, you don't need a rooster. That was just in seasons on FS19. Oh no, that was a base game thing on for breeding, wasn't it? You needed a rooster. You don't need a rooster to produce eggs. You needed a rooster to reproduce. Because the chickens, oh, we should say hens, will produce eggs regardless, I think. Sinead saying, I'm back. Welcome back. Your No Man's Land popped up in my recommendations. I watched a few, then subscribed. Love the whole starting from scratch and seeing things built up. Nice, I enjoy playing those. Glad you're enjoying it. Carly Peck saying, hey. Is there a medium Zeta as well? Yes, there is the Crystal HD. So there's about 4 Zetas then. Sheep pen. Kind of completely lost what I was doing then. So we'll go with this one. And so what we'll do when we've got this built, we'll have a look at how much it costs to buy all the sheep with the delivered direct, and then see what the cost of getting the animal transport trailer is. Yeah, just trying to think which way. I'm considering putting these 3 fields as grass for using for hay, so we could possibly put it over this way. And then bring that field down across the front of it, so it kind of goes onto a grass field rather than... Right, so let's bring up this menu so I can straighten this up as best as we can. Right. So we'll come around about there. That's roughly in line with the chicken coop. Right, there will do. Well, it's there now. I do have the better sell prices mod, so I can sell this straight away for the exact same amount, so we don't lose anything, which is handy if you're building your farm and you make a slight mistake. You're not going to lose out money if you sell it straight away. That price does depreciate over time, but it's a much reduced rate than the base game, which I think it's automatically 50% you lose. Storm, I have a big dilemma on No Man's Land save. Bought a new tractor and have already put 38 hours on, and my other tractor has 80 hours now. They both have to repair like every 3 to 4 days, but don't have the money for a new tractor. But that's absolutely going to start costing a fortune, isn't it? Right, just want to tidy up that little bit there where the doors are. And then we'll do the same. Oh, this end's not too bad. Wall pallets spawn across there, so we'll increase this size a little bit so you can drive straight onto them. It's one thing I didn't do on hoe bale. I didn't leave myself enough room to pick up the pallets very well. Right, so let's take that straight back over there for a bit. Got a little stump there we could do with getting rid of. I'm all disorientated coming out of build mode. Where are we? Right, where's that other one? Oops, I'm stuck. This might be another one. I might have to just go and grab a stump grinder to get rid of those. Peter Morris. My first series that I watched of yours was William in the Forest, but my first YouTuber who does time-lapse was Chainsaw 100, and I still watch him now as well as Daguin. Nice. Oh, there's that door as well. Can't have a door that's not got a path to it. So I'll tidy these up a bit more over time. Alright, so how much is it going to cost? I know these sheep produce wool straight away. Okay, I don't know if it's a reduced amount of wool. But I think it's the same kind of thing. These are like at reproduction age. So you're paying like an extra 288 per sheep just for them to be able to reproduce straight away. But if you're going to fill up the thing and you're not worried about reproduction, then so we can have like maximum of 60. So yeah, the fee's only 1,800. So yeah, it's definitely not worth buying the transport trailer just to transport them. So we'll go. Let's try to think how many we should get. We'll get 15 of each one. So that takes us up to 45. So give us a little bit of room for reproduction in the future. Come on, doors, why won't you shut? There we go. So we need to give those some hay. Front loaders on the Fiat. Hans saying, is there a hay shed somewhere on the old stream farm map? I can't find anything. A hay shed? I don't know. I haven't had a look around the map enough myself yet. I had a quick look around the main farm just to see what pen was what, but I haven't had a good look around the map to see what's actually on there. I've just drove straight past the hay bales. Maria's saying 240 likes now. Pete's saying, come on everyone, get over 1,000 likes. That would be nice, but maybe 1,000 likes with the those that watch off stream, because I do seem to get quite a lot of views on the live streams after the stream's finished. So if you are watching after the stream's finished, I appreciate you taking the time to sit and watch through it. Right, so we'll give him one more. Stevie's over at where is he?
Biomass.
He's just on his way down to the biomass to sell a load of logs. So there's no point in obviously us getting the spinnery just yet, because we don't have actually any wool. So we'll leave that until we've actually got some a supply of wool built up. But we'll look again the carpentry shop and getting that topped up with logs, so that can start producing furniture. Right, so that should have filled up these sheep. Yep, that's full, and that'll just keep taking from that bale as they go. Right, so we've still got 211,000 left, so we'll get the log grabs put on this, and then we'll head back over to area 22, get the carpentry shop built. We'll just fill that up with logs, and then we'll look at getting the new fields ploughed in. Did you plan on doing some grapes? On no man's land, yes, I plan on doing all crops. So I'll be doing grapes, olives, on no man's land. Did I leave the weight over by the sawmill? I think I did. The Fiat is 180 horsepower. There are no engine configurations for it, so it is 180. It is the Fiat 180/90. You can't change that. Oops. That's me reading the chat. Michael saying, you and Dagwin are my favourite YouTuber. Well, thank you. Thomas Patterson saying, another great live stream from you already. Really appreciated. Nice one. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Storm's just replying to Fentfrund. Melissa 4 sheep barn is 11,500 litres. Yep. MLJ Waffles. Yeah, I usually end up missing most streams live, so I watch the VODs as it's now known. The videos on demand. I think that's more of a Twitch thing, isn't it? That's Yeah, olives are very, very, very expensive, but I did say on my No Man's Land I would do a bit of everything, so it probably will be a while before I get them, but I will be doing them. But yeah, they do seem very expensive to plant. I've kind of looked on Hoe Baler on just doing a small section. It was going to cost close to 150,000, and I just don't have the money for that. Right, what we'll do is get the weight on. We'll load up these logs. So I kind of want to build the carpentry shop right here. So to be kind of set up similar to what it is on the time-lapse series. But we'll use the different carpentry shop just to make it look a little bit different. Trying to think actually. I say might be better just to push these out the way. Although actually it might be better to push them this way. Let's see if we can. Unless you get the olive harvester and use machinery style. Yeah. It's the same with the bio bales. It's going to take me a lot of harvests of poplars using that just to make the money back for it. But I've bought it now. It's paid for, so anything we start making goes back towards it. And I've now replanted that field, pretty much doubling the amount of poplars we've got on it, so come on, Fiat. Oops. It always gets me that weird glitch on multiplayer. It's like the game can't decide which way around the log should be. KD Pat Play saying, "Oi amigo," hello to you. Maria saying 250 likes now, awesome. Thank you very much for that, everyone. Alright, productions. Yeah, we'll go for this one this time. Which might be worth getting a bit further over. So we've got a little bit more space. And we'll try and straighten this up again. Right, that'll... Don't think there's anything drastically around the back is there on this one we need. We'll just fill in this, just give it a little bit more space if we ever need it, or maybe some decorations in the future. When we've got money to waste on decorative items. I don't currently have the I've got the free landscaping tools mod still enabled, but I don't have the free fence mod, and I think putting fences all around this would look pretty cool. I would like to do it, but it probably costs about 100 grand. That's definitely something for a later time. Get rid of that bit of grass on the concrete there. Let's have a look how many trees we've got left here. Quite a lot. Yeah, I don't think we're going to run out of trees anytime soon. We've got this patch, so we could probably get a few more pallets and start replanting some trees as well, just in this bit up here. Let me just move this out of the way. Sinead, what days are you doing Old Stream Farm? It'll probably be Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. So I'm sticking with No Man's Land being Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the moment. DJ Wolf Sim, can you at a front? Sim, can you at front? I'm not sure what you mean, DJ. Front trower on, or in the No Man's Land series? Is it in the mod hub? I'm not sure what you're on about. I don't know if it's a slight typo or yeah, a little bit more info on what you actually mean, because I'm not quite sure. Farm Sim Short saying hey Sim and all, hey to you. Melissa saying the song's name on the left hand corner. Yeah, just down in the bottom corner it shows you the current track playing. So this is my Epidemic playlist on Spotify. I have no idea where the trigger is for the logs.
It's at the other end of them logs in front of you.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, there.
Alright, so how much has that got? Productions. So furniture, wood. Oh, that's full now, Stevie. It's like 30,000 litres, so we'll activate that. So yeah, I don't think it's worth, as I mentioned earlier in the stream if you wasn't here, I found it's not worth having both productions running. So it's better to do one or the other, and I think it's pretty much a waste using planks to make furniture, to be honest. Although the rate is 5 planks to 7 furniture, so it is slightly better because it's 4 to 5, but you don't make much more from furniture than what you do selling the planks anyway. So, and as we've got plenty of trees, I think it's a waste of planks to use. So let me just we need to top up the water. We'll go and do that next. That one's still got plenty. Yeah, we'll go and top up the water on the greenhouses. I just want to turn off interactive zone markers. So we'll go and do the water, and then so the next job will be to get the new fields ploughed in. So we are coming up to 22:10. So we've got an hour and 20 minutes left. I do need to finish on time tonight. I can't go over at all. I've got a strict 11 o'clock tonight. So anything we do start needs to be done for 11. Super Newman saying good evening, sir. How are we doing today? I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, I've after having a pretty bad week, it's been good to come on the stream and just forget about all that and have a chat with you guys, and yeah, definitely feeling a bit more positive now, so I'm all good, thank you. Stormcall, so how many streams have you done? I think this is around about the 11th, I think, on No Man's Land. I did do a few.
This is 11.
The 11th one, yeah. That's one thing we could sell as well, is that other roller, because it's a bit too small. Yeah, I think this is about the 11th on No Man's Land, and then I did a few streams on Erlingrat. Just at the time, as it was the only map that wasn't the base game maps that I'd already done. Oh, that's so annoying. There we go. I've got it. I'll just move this out of the way and then we'll get the water tank up. DJ saying give me a second, I'll use Google. Samuel the beginning. Lana Carlson saying hi farming sim. Hi to you. Samuel, biggest fan bro, I've been watching since the beginning. Yeah, I'll get you. Nice one, thank you. No, I don't want the lime spreader. Amantus saying hi, how are you? And I'm doing very well, thank you. Hope you are too. I'm doing a terrible job of trying to connect things up though. There we go. Eventually we got it. What we could do as well, just speed it up a little bit to ×5. Just so we are actually progressing a little bit. I say we can't plant any crops, so we can't actually do anything now until March, is it? Yeah, I don't think we can do anything till March because we're not going to be doing cotton. Yeah, so we could do cotton in February, but we won't be doing so. Yeah, we can afford to skip through to March. DJ Wolf Sim, can you take the front rake to the No Man's Land series? The front rake. Oh, you mean the V rake that goes on the front of the tractor to row up grass? I don't have it installed on here. I may possibly look at using it. I did see it on the mod hub, and it would probably obviously save a job rather than doing windrows separately. So I'll have a look at it. I haven't actually downloaded it yet to see what it's like, but I will have a look at it. DJ Scrab saying hello, hey to you. Melissa saying struggling a lot today, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the used sales. I say one of the reasons why I'm trying advance time a bit, just to refresh this. 'Cause at the moment there's nothing in here that's any use to us. Oh, I think this greenhouse has glitched out again. So those textures won't come back until I actually quit out the server and reload. Not sure why it does that. Right. This stopped again.
Will I sell the 2 subsiders to him and buy 2 the Lizard 6 metre plough things, will I?
I don't think this tractor's got enough to pull it, because the 6 metre requires. I'd like to get them, but I don't know. It requires 260. I don't know if it would be too much for this.
Was it not 180?
No, it's 260. I had to look before we started. Because I thought about that, because I'd rather get those than use the subsoilers. But yes, it says 6 metres, 260. I think they might get away with pulling it, but I don't know if this Fiat would struggle a bit too much. I mean, you could try it, get one and try it, but because it would be handy to get those instead. That's where you need like a another tractor to come up in the used equipment sales that's worth getting for like cheap. I don't think we've got enough money to buy a tractor that's got that much horsepower unless we've got something like that John Deere.
I'll go and buy one and we'll try it.
Yeah, we might as well get one and give it a go. So we don't have that many mods on here. So we've got the Pro Series we could look at getting. Well, then that's 150, it's only just 260. Yeah, we need something good in the used equipment sales. The Fiat's not worth a huge amount because it's only 30,000 to start with. How much is the Fiat currently? It's only worth 23, probably 25 if we sold it at the store. Wrong thing. I mean, so that's only 500, which we just don't quite have enough. We could sell the rest of the logs. We could do another load of logs and buy another tractor. What's this go up to? 295, 264, 214. What was this one? 225. It's a bit too underpowered. I think these are getting a little bit too small now. That's 240 for 195. What's the 217. Don't think there's anything modded that goes up that far. The only thing I've got is that, but don't know if you can have a 3 point on there. Oh, you can. That's not ugly tractor though. Alright, let's finish filling these green notes. Peter V saying bye, see you next one. Nice one, Peter, and enjoy your week, and thanks for stopping by. Get that Massey 8S, that one is capable of having a front loader too. So yeah, the 8S looks like a good one to go for. Especially if we get it up to 265, it's only 250 or 222,500 I said today. If it was 2250, I'd buy more than one. Yeah, it would be worth getting one. Yeah, don't get that. I can't. That JD is pretty ugly. I mean, it's a nice looking mod, but yeah, I don't like using it backwards though. It just seems completely wrong. To be honest, I don't know why why they put the ability for it to work backwards in the XML files. just top this one up. It didn't need topping up as much as the other one, but may as well do that while we're here. And then they should be okay for a while. Friend saying bye, see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by, and see you in the next one. Cameron saying, hey man, love your videos, look forward to them daily, love the attention to detail. Thank you, appreciate that. Right, so suggestion, we've got an hour and 10 minutes. Shall we go and do a load of logs and then buy the Massey, the 8S, and then we can get another plow. Mind you, by the time we've done that, Steve is probably finished. How's the fence?
I think your feet will pull this because the fence is only 240 and it's pulling it no problem. Max speed. I'd say the feet will easily do it.
Yeah. Where are we? Yeah. Oh, decisions. Use it backwards to get a big tractor. Nathan Agri saying hi, hey to you, Wolf Lover, saying yes. Oh, we've got a few logs. We wouldn't need to do all 3 trailers. Right, let's just do it. I do want to get a bigger tractor because the 180 was always a compromise. I always wanted something a bit more 240-ish, because then that means we can get a larger seed drill and stuff like that. We're not going to struggle. So as we're so close to having the money, we may as well just go for it. And what I'll do as well, we'll speed up time a little bit more, because you never know what might come up in the used equipment sales. We've also got that set of rollers we could sell as well. Storm saying, if you do a load of logs and buy the 8S, then you'll be able to get the 9mm plow, because that 8S should be a bit be able to pull that. We'll see what we're getting, how much we've got. D Ninja saying goodbye all, needs a nap. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the stream, and have a great week. Melissa's saying yeah, go for it. Yeah, I think we may as well, because I've got the sheep pen built, and the chickens is what I wanted to do, and the carpentry shop as well. So they're the main things I wanted to get done, and we've got them with loads of money left, so we can get the bigger tractor and then we can keep upgrading the equipment from there. MLJ saying going to grab some of my homemade mushroom soup. Nice. You got some nice crusty bread to go with that. Yeah, I'll sell the Fiat, use that money to go towards it, because I don't think we won't need the Fiat and the Massey, because we'll just have 2 tractors sitting around quite a bit. And I do like this Fiat, but yeah, it is far too loud. And I found it very annoying when we was doing the field work with it last time, that the automatic gear shifting wasn't working very well. And it kept struggling to change gear. Emilius saying hi from Denmark, hey to you. Hanso took a look at the old stream farm. It's a really nice map with great attention to detail. Yeah, it is a nice looking map. So my only thing about it is a little bit small. Would have been nice if it had been just a little bit bigger, but It is a very nice map. Oh, tiger loaf bread, nice. Melissa, did you ever play with steering wheel on Farm Simulator? Yeah, I used the steering wheel in 6 Ashes on FS19. I did try my steering wheel for time-lapse videos, but I found the camera control was always very awkward using the side panel, and I could never get used to it, so I didn't use it for those. I much prefer the controller because I find it so much easier to control the camera. And so for the time-lapse stuff, I'm not overly keen on using the steering wheel. But for the Let's Play stuff, I do want to get it set up, so hopefully soon on Calmsland Farm I'll be using the steering wheel, the side panel. But yeah, predominantly I've only ever used the Xbox controller. And saying, yeah, it's very small, also the roads are tiny. I guess it will be quite a task to drive around in a semi with trailer attached. Yeah, it will be in some places, especially on some of the narrow roads where they've got traffic. Although there's not as if there's like fences and hedges like on British maps all around the fields. So there are some fences around some fields, but there are some areas where it's quite open. But there also is some quite tight areas as well. Hey Craden, how are you? So you're visiting your grandma, so you're not watching tonight. I appreciate you stopping by to say hi anyway. And I hope you're doing well. Right, let's get this one loaded up. I'll just cut enough trees just to load up the 3 trailers. 999, or should I 999 Thank you very much for the subscription. Patrick saying I had to go for a little bit. What did you miss? I don't know when you went. Oh, you can watch now, Craig. Nice one. We built a carpentry shop just here, if you didn't see that. We also built a new chicken coop and sheep pasture shed type thing, if you also didn't see that. Amelia's saying you definitely have my respect on playing on a map like No Man's Land for such a long time. I would personally get bored after an hour. I don't get bored because I've always got something to work towards. So every time I start recording an episode, I've usually got an idea of what I want to try and achieve. So it keeps me motivated to keep going on it. You've run out of fuel.
I've run out of the field. I'm going to have to go and buy a fuel trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we don't have any other mods for. Yeah, take the little Massey and. I was considering putting that mod in where you can buy an IBC of diesel. I've never actually enabled it. That would have been handy now.
Yeah, it literally just comes up, refuel vehicle, and you're going nowhere.
That's the thing, we don't even have a towing mod. I can't even come and tow you to the fuel point.
Yeah, we must try and find one of those.
Craydon saying his grandma lives 6 hours away, so he's not recording, but he always likes watching stream. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Stevie Craden saying he started using subtitles in his videos. So I still haven't got round to watching one of your videos yet, Craden, but I will try my best to. So I've had another hectic week. Is that snow? Starting to snow. So I used equipment, anything yet? Nope. Yeah, Nightbot's still being a bit too strict. I still haven't got round to actually changing the settings on it. So apologies if it's harshly deleted your comment. I think one of these weeks I'm going to have a week where I just don't do as many videos just so I can get all this stuff done. No, that's not what I wanted. Right, that's what I wanted. Victor saying, what do you find more exciting, map like Koole on or mod map? Maps like this I find, because I prefer building up from little next to nothing. So I think Koole on, it's a nice map, but I've struggled on it personally. I didn't start off the best way, and I kind of don't like how I've gone about the series, and I wish I could start again on it, because I would do it a lot different. Now I know the game a bit more. I would have liked Koole on if I could have got to a point where I could build up the farm a little bit more than I've been able to. But with a lot of the base game stuff being so expensive, it's been difficult to kind of build up, like getting sheds and do stuff like that and actually build up the farm itself. I think I would have enjoyed the map a lot more if I'd have been able to do that. So yeah, I enjoyed No Man's Land a lot more because it's a lot more flexible. You can make it more unique to you. Creeper Club saying wish to be able to watch the whole stream, but as I was up at 5 in the morning, it's time to go to bed. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by to watch what you have. I appreciate that, and take care. Square or round bales? I don't mind either, to be honest. I don't have a particular preference, as I don't mind doing either one. I think I may have cut that one log a little bit too long by the looks of it. But I think it depends what you're doing. If we're doing silage bales, I prefer the round baler because it's got the all-in-one bale wrapper. But for general bales like hay and straw, I would say I prefer square because obviously it's a lot quicker, there's no stop-start. But then in 19, the square bales are smaller than the big round bales, so you've got more bales to deal with. Plus the Anderson bale handler carries a lot more bales at 24 than 14 the square bale one does. So saying all that, I probably still prefer round bales. How much longer? So we've got 55 minutes, so just under an hour to go. And we're even further away now from getting the tractor because Stevie ran out of fuel. To be honest, I think we might get enough to get the tractor. I don't know if I'll get enough to get the plow as well. We'll sell. We've got the other subsoiler we can sell and that little roller. We'll see. We'll get this load sold and we'll see where we are in the money. LT Game Sound, I really like your transport fever videos. When is the next one? The next one should be out Monday or possibly Tuesday. I've got the next 2 recorded. I just need to try and get them edited and rendered tomorrow and then uploaded. So I've got 2 I need to do, and then I'll it'll be when I can get the next ones recorded. Kránitz saying he needs to fake sick on Wednesdays, but doubt it because he needs to catch up on recording and get a bit ahead. I'm struggling to get ahead at the moment. So a few technical issues this week with stuff have put me back. So I haven't had a chance to record any videos for the other channel or get any of those edited. And I've been struggling just to keep on top of the time-lapse videos for this channel. Right, what I do need to do is cut the end of that log off because it's going to be overhanging too much. I must have cut that one at 8 meters. Yeah. I can't remember how much we were getting for the trailers full of logs. Around about 30,000. 40, so that'll take us up to 180. So that's not going to be enough. Well, let's just check this again. Oops. Happened then. Well, as it's starting to get dark, we'll speed up time. We'll go to the next month and see if anything new pops up in the morning. There's that howl. I think we could do with some extra lights around here. Wolf Lover, how long did it take to film time-lapse video? Around about 2.5 to 3 hours. Really appreciate the daily uploads. Yeah, I try my best to keep up with the daily uploads. At times it does become a bit tricky. Right, I think one more tree should be enough to fill the trailer. Kránitz saying he hasn't. I haven't been ahead since before you did the subtitles. Subtitles take a bit longer to edit. Yeah, they do. Plus, you're trying to get up at 5:30 in the morning so you can record before school. Don't envy you having to go to school as well. I'm doing this full time and I struggle. Yeah, and the subtitles do add quite a bit to the video editing. There are some times where I just feel like just not bothering to put them on. It's like, oh, it was so much easier just to not do it. Right, let's try and cut these ones the right length this time. Petry saying where he leaves the food named haluski and Glaax. No, never heard of those. Let's turn time down a little bit. Keep it on ×5 though. Uh, 28 we want this one. Where's my tractor? Yeah, logging in the dark. To be honest, it's not very often I ever use the sleep trigger. even when I'm skipping between episodes, I usually just put it on times 240 or 360, because I'm usually going around topping up animal feed or water while I'm skipping through the night between episodes. So I think in FS19 I probably only ever used the sleep trigger about 2 or 3 times. I've used it a little bit more in 22. More to the fact is because you can actually sleep at any time of the day, whereas on seasons you could only sleep at certain times. I just want to get rid of this. So I do like the fact that you can sleep at any time. Wayne Davis saying hi, hey to you. Craden saying his episode 37 was 27 minutes long, took 3.5 hours. Wow. Yeah, that's a long time. I think for me it takes... Subtitles is the kind of thing I don't put a huge amount of effort into them. But as I mentioned in the last round, I do try and keep them fairly brief, so you're not trying to read too much. Isaac Goodman saying hi, hey to you. Kránitz saying that's why you stopped doing subtitles, and then Steve said subtitles because that help make the video better. So I haven't been uploading daily. I think it's one of those, you need to kind of do what's best for you at the end of the day. If you're struggling to find the time to do them, then you might be better off either trying to do a little bit more basic so you're not spending so much time, but still do something like very brief, maybe even if it's just at the start of the video, just have a few that explain what the plan is for the video. Because yeah, at the end of the day, if you haven't got the time and you're struggling to do it, you've got to try and weigh up the benefit if it's worth actually doing. We could probably fit a few more on there, but we'll take it as it is. I would do, just check this as well. So nothing of any use to us. Wayne Davis saying, I am not doing a role play just for myself on Calm's Farm. You are doing a role play just for yourself on Calm's Farm. You have 1 sheep, 3 pigs, 1 horse and 50 chickens. What do you think? And hello again. Nice, that's a nice, you got a nice variation of stuff to get started with. I say always best to have a lot of different things to make money from. And starting off small as well, because you'll be able to slowly build up on those, so sounds like you've got a good start going. So 10:15, so we've got 45 minutes left. So yeah, we're not going to have enough to get the tractor after selling this load. Steve is almost finished ploughing the first field. Right, let's have a look on here what we've got. So we've got that subsoiler, which is worth 5, and then there's that set of rollers which is 11, so that's probably another 18 if we sell those two. I don't think there's anything else we've got that we don't need anymore. Well, at the moment anyway. We'll see how much money we got after selling this and see what the we can get for the Fiat. Melissa saying, say it again. Yeah, we could do actually, because we could get that the Pottinger bale wrapper, which would be a lot better. Soap just subscribed, thank you very much for the subscription. Your pallets are not selling. Which pallets are they? Where are you trying to sell them? Or as Melissa says, you might have a mod conflict. The unloading speed mod thingy or something. Why am I going here? Oh, carried away then reading the chat. I don't know if you can turn your mic up anymore, Stevie. Everyone's saying you're still a bit quiet.
No, it's turned up to the max as it is.
So you're saying no, unfortunately. I don't know why you do seem a little bit quieter than you did the other week.
Maybe I should just shout a bit more.
Yeah, maybe that'll help. I could hear you a lot better then. Don't shout too loud though if you're going to wake people up. Jordan Yeoman, where do you get all your mods from when you played FS19? Mostly from the in-game mod hub, Yes Mods and Facebook. But there is a mod list in most of the FS19 videos. Ooh, no brakes. Right, we'll go and grab those other things we're going to sell. Yeah, driving and reading again, not always a best combination. Kránitz saying when he records next time, so probably Monday, Tuesday, we'll get 2 vids recorded before you publish it. You can keep uploading every day. Yeah, only do what you can manage to do. There's no point in wearing yourself out mentally trying to get stuff done. Don't sell the front loader though that fits on the 8S. Yeah, we'll keep the front loader because it fits on all the tractors at the moment. So we've still got the little Massey we can put it on as well. Right, so we've got that set of rollers which I want to sell anyway because they're a bit too small. So we've got 4 pallets. How much is the price of eggs currently? Eggs. How do you like your eggs in the morning? Plenty of money. So they're not worth selling at the moment, they're way below. Yeah, so we don't get much for those. We don't have much wool just yet. So they've only just started to get going. So I think the baler's probably going to be worth the most. 26. Right. Oops. Yeah, we'll take the baler because we plan on upgrading this as well. And also we've got there it is, the other subsoiler. We can get that on the front of here. Or hopefully we can get it on the front of here. So that should give us another 30,000. So hopefully that'll give us enough. Junior saying hello, good night my man. If you're tired, thank you for watching. How many litres of water pigs take on Calmsden? I'm not sure. I've not tried filling up the pig trough. So I'm not sure what the capacity is on the water trough. I think it was increased in the last update though. Crading Game saying he likes big square bales more than the round. Easier to stack. Yeah, they are a bit easier to stack. Especially if they don't roll away. I think that's the one downside to the round bales is if you've got uneven ground. Archeon saying good evening Sim and Stevie, hope you guys are well. Yes, thank you.
Sim, there's one more silage bale.
Is there? Oops. One more silage bale. Where's that?
Yeah.
Oh, one I missed moving.
Yeah.
Fent1314 Vario saying hello, hey to you. There was bound to be one silage bale I missed moving. Especially how many we had.
Yeah, there was 68 sold earlier, so that makes around like 69 sold.
So possibly another one hiding somewhere. Right, we don't want to sell the front loader, we do want to sell that. We do want to sell that. My front loader's dropped to the floor. Hello Barbara, I want to buy a nice tractor please. Oh, I could buy a Fiat Agri 180 for 25,000. So that's going to be 22,500. And then we want front loader attacher, quickie, warning signs, nope. Keep it as standard for now. I need to change this because it doesn't quite work, does it, that way? So then we can also buy the other player, which by the time we get this, Steve will have probably finished anyway. Where's my configurations? One in massive red. Right, so we got a nice shiny new tractor. Put some black rims on. I didn't look for the colour options. So it probably would have cost more money. Oh. Why you keep falling over? Oh, come on. What the? Oh, now we've flying on a magic front loader. Right, there we go. Oh, it's still not letting me attach it. There we go, that's better. Tommy saying, oops, I've crashed again reading the chat. Melissa saying goal reached, yeah. We spent a lot of money this episode. But we finally got the 240 plus horsepower tractor I wanted to get originally. So it was nice to use the Fiat for a little bit, but it was only a stopgap tractor before we could get something 250, because now we can get larger seed drills, larger cultivators and stuff like that. We've also got the sheep pasture, the chicken coop, the carpentry shop built as well. So next time we'll probably wait until we've got enough wool built up, and then we'll look at getting the spinnery so we can start producing fabric. And then once we've got a little bit of fabric being produced, we'll look when we've got the money to get in the tailor shop, which we can then really start making quite a bit of money from that. And then I think the next thing, like animal wise, will be continue expanding the farm and the equipment obviously, but then we'll look to get the cow pasture so we can start producing milk and then get a dairy and do some cheese, some more cheese grommet. Can have our special no man's land cheese. So yeah, we've got half an hour left on the stream, so with two of us now, oops, sliding in the snow again. Two of us working on this now, we should get this done, and then we'll look at getting those 3 fields over there connected up. And then I'm going to put those as grass that we can use for hay and silage for the animals. And I forgot to enable allow crate fields. Kránitz saying strongest man in the world who can lift up a front load to the roof. I don't know about that, it's a good job the roof was there to stop me flying into the stratosphere. Will you ever go back to horses? Unless there's a big change in horses, then no. I just don't think horses are worth the time. I knew that probably wouldn't be quite as there was in 19, like 50,000 for each horse, but I didn't realise that was going to be quite so low, especially as it takes like 3 years to get them to a point where they're at the full value. And even though they start reproducing as well, new birth horses are only going to be worth 500, and the time it takes to get a newborn horse, it's not even worth having the horses for breeding, unless you've got like 10 horses breeding and you can get 10 new horses each time, which is 5,000, but then it's a long time to wait for the next batch. So I don't know if maybe if there's a mod comes out that changes horses slightly, might make them worth doing. I will be getting horses on No Man's Land, but I will be using the horse helper mod. But at the moment, it's another one of those things, because I did say I want to try and do everything that's the base game has to offer, which horses is one of those. But knowing that they don't produce much money, it won't be anytime soon. I don't think it would be too bad if you built a stable block and they actually got produced manure as well that you could use for fertilizer or spread on your fields, or sell, because horses do produce manure, so I don't know why they don't in game. Yeah, I think if the horses were worth around about 10,000 fully trained, I think that'd be a little bit more worth the time and effort. Matex Gaming, is that new map going to be a mod hub? Which new map? Jordan Yeoman saying, what is the mod called where you pick things up by hands? The one I'm currently using is part of the Lumberjack mod. So the Lumberjack mod has a super strength built in. Simon, thank you very much for the subscription. So if you double tap the Alt key, you can enable super strength with the Lumberjack mod. There is another one on the mod hub which I think is called Power Strength. And then there's the Power Tools mod which has a super strength option on that. So I think there's about 3 different options in the mod hub for super strength, but they are all only on PC. Yeah, Two Man's Land, yeah, I should say. Two Man's Land and Barbara. And a few sheep and some chickens. And some strange creature that keeps howling every now and then. And occasionally somebody that flies over in the helicopter to check up on our progress. So we've got 145 viewers still watching. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, then please do. Kránitz, I think there's a cave near the barn that was already on the map. The barn that was already on the map. Oh, that one's Cloudbot. Cloudbot's on through Streamlabs. Nightbot's a separate one, but links are banned anyway. So even YouTube would have blocked the link if you're trying to post a link. I don't know if Streamlabs thought it was a link and it wasn't, so I didn't quite see what the comment was. Yeah, the bots are out to get you. TC Agri saying hi Sim, hey to you. No, there's no grapevines there on, because I started on start from scratch. So that area where there's like an abandoned grape farm, there's nothing there on here. So yeah, this is a lot quicker than the subsoilers. Melissa didn't even post a link. You didn't post a link. So I didn't quite. Sometimes I just about see the comment before it gets removed, but I didn't see what it was. I'll have to go and have a look, Craydon. I've been over there, but I haven't had a look. I haven't spotted anything like that. Hans saying he's getting crazy tired this week's been really hard. Yeah, I'm there as well. I feel myself starting to get a bit sleepy. Wayne Dairy saying, I am a smallholder on Carlson Farm. I breed chicken for eggs and meat. Breed pigs for meat as well. Nice. Sounds like a good setup. Afuna Mark saying, hello Sim, just joined the stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. And give me your sandwich saying, hey Sim, looks weird, you going so slow. Yeah, a bit more of a slower, laid back than the usual time-lapse stuff. Kránitz saying he needs to record more on No Man's Land, only on episode 38. Well, I'm already up to, I've already got episodes 32. No, I think it's just 32 I've got recorded. Or did I do 34 as well? I can't remember. I think I've got 2 more to edit that I've got recorded. Right, so next job we're going to do is plough these 3 fields together over here. Just to increase these sizes a little bit. What we can do as well is just extend this one. Oh, that was a nice skid. What we'll do, we'll straighten up this edge and then we'll just extend this field a little bit. So we come around there, kind of line that up 0 degrees. That was a bit weird then. Well, my game just seemed to go super slow for some strange reason. Thank you, Kevin, for the subscription. Bruce, hey, how are you? Finally caught the stream against Sim. Hey, hi to you. And thanks for stopping by. Good to see you in the chat again. I hope you're doing well. Give me your sandwich how much time is put into an episode. Around about 2.5 to 3 hours on average. So sometimes it's a little bit more. So yeah, sometimes it can be up to about 4 or 5 hours depending what I'm doing. But average it's around about 2.5 to 3 hours. Well, I'll say probably my average now is more 3 hours than 2.5. Do you know how many years pigs breed? Not sure how long it takes pigs to breed. So I've not done pigs in FS22 yet, so I'm not 100% sure on that. And as for selling, you can sell them straight away or you can keep them. It depends on what space you've got in your enclosure. But you are better off keeping them for to gain a bit of weight, get a bit older, to sell them on for more money if you've got the space to do so. Storm, are you planning on getting a lorry forest harvester? Eventually on No Man's Land, yeah, but it's not a priority. I'm more than happy to continue with the chainsaw and the front loader for now. I'd rather spend money on other things. Right, yeah, I don't really want to come any further that way. Trying to think. Yeah, we'll get rid of these trees. We'll just extend it down a little bit more. We will probably replant some of this at some point, just to add some more trees back into this area that we cleared at the start of the streams. Owen Davies here. Oh yeah. TC Agri, can you add Stevie to do a bit of drifting? Yeah, a bit farm sim drifting. I'll just bring that down a little bit. I want to keep a little bit of space to get a track in across there. Probably went a little bit too far there. never mind. And so what I'll do, I'll just bring it fairly close then to that back of that sheep pasture. And then round it off, and that should do then for a nice grass field. Do you ever get tired of doing forestry? I do at times. It does get a bit tiresome after a bit. But that's one of the good things about no man's land now. I'm at that point where I'm not quite reliant on it as much. So I only doing it when I actually need the money now. So if there's a particular thing I want to buy, then I'll just go and do a little bit of forestry. But yeah, I do get a bit bored of it. Well, it's not so much bored. I think it's just a bit, because it takes a long time. Oh, I've missed a stump there. Storm Chasing K9, thank you very much for the subscription. I hope you enjoy the content, and I appreciate it. Yeah, trying to think how to put it. It does get a bit tedious, I should say. It's like, and there are times where I just feel like I just really can't face doing like an hour as a forestry. But I do enjoy it. I think it's the same with quite a few things on farms in though. If you do quite a lot of it, it does get a bit too much after a bit. So even though you're kind of repeating the same things but in a different way, it does help when you're kind of breaking things up and you're not constantly doing the same thing all the time. Owen Day is saying, what's the best tractor for smallholder? It depends on how much land you've got. I'd definitely say something with a front loader attachment though, because it's obviously a lot more versatile. Something probably around about 200 horsepower, depending on your land, if you've got quite a bit of land as well, and what you're going to be using it for. So obviously if you're doing small holding like grass, I think this is one we may need to get the stump grinder for as well. Sometimes you can just pick these up if you get this chainsaw in just the right position. Oh, they're just there. There we go. So if you do play around with some of these, you can just about get the red marker to show up so you can delete it. Right, just going to finish off last little bit at the top there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Come out of the menu wondering why we're not as far across the field as I was expecting, because I lowered the plough by accident. So yeah, that is the ploughing almost all done. No, what the strange things happening with this. Right, job done. So we've got 2 new fields ploughed in. They're going to need lime, which we'll do next time, and we'll get crops in these. We've got that field as well to do, and then this one. Why is it not showing that bit there? I don't know if that's just because the map's not updated. I'm sure I haven't missed a bit. Why is it not? Oh. Right. Anyway, we've done the ploughing. Nathan Egg saying, okay, I'm back now, not leaving now. Back in now, not leaving. Well, I'll be leaving in a minute. So we've got 15 minutes left, so what can we do for the last 15 minutes? Owen saying he's got a field for his 3 pigs. Do you know what breed of pig? Time pigs with pink and black spots, 6 months to have babies. From the field you can have 400 pigs. Wow. Yeah, you can definitely hold on to those then for well, you could do 2 ways. If you've only got 3 pigs to start with, every time they breed you'll double, so you'll have 6. You could then wait for those to breed and have 12, and then when you get up to like 50 you could then just start selling off the younger ones as the breed, because you'll get 50 new pigs every time they breed. Then pick up that silage bale. Yeah, that's a good point. We could also sell that other bale wrapper, and I think Stevie's took the set of rollers down. Yeah, we're going to get that silage bale. Yeah, may as well. I'll take that down to the store to sell, and I'll take the bale wrapper with us, and we'll get that sold. Stevie's just gone down to the store with a set of rollers, I think. Rasmus Christiansen saying hey Sim, hey to you. George, I usually stream every Saturday evening at 7:30 UK time, as Storm has just said. So 8:30 Central European time, and yeah, I'm not sure what that equates to for the rest of the world. But yeah, 7:30 on Saturday evenings. Yeah, we're planning on equipment upgrades now. Now I've got this tractor as well. That was one of the big things we wanted to do, was get 2 new tractors, which we've both got recently. So we'll look to get some bigger seed drills, stuff like that. We've still got the 5S. The 5S is pretty worthless, so it was pointless selling that. Oh, I forgot to bring the bale wrapper with me. Yeah, the Massey Ferguson 5S is only worth about 2,000, so it's pointless selling that. So we've kept that one. I just sold the Fiat Agri that we bought last time, just so we could get enough money to buy this on the plow. Yeah, well, you could see how much we made off the harvest. Selling the crops, we made quite a bit. So the next harvest, when we come to sell the crops again, we should have a lot more than we did this time. Especially once we get the other productions and the eggs. We'll have more lettuce to sell as well, more planks, furniture. So yeah, we've got lots more different ways to make money now rather than just forestry. Updated save game for No Man's Land will probably be probably in a few more episodes time, because I've not long updated it for episode 27. So, and at the moment I'm still making quite a lot of changes, so I don't want to update it now and then have to update it again in a few episodes. So it may be, I don't know, possibly episode 40 before I update it again, or maybe 35, I don't know, but it won't be too long. Oh, crash. Bruce saying his Massey has almost 80 hours. How much is that costing repair? Just out of interest. George saying thanks. Aero saying I was going to say you've got some major equipment upgrades needed soon. Yep. Definitely. Owain saying he has 350 acres of grass and arable fields. Very small arable fields. I'd probably say you want something with a front loader around about 250 horsepower then. That would be a good tractor for what you need. Got a decent amount of power and so front loader as well, so you can use it for front loader work. Right. As I did mention, I may as well just go and sell it because we've still got 9 minutes. Well, I think that's pretty much everything. We've got to sell for now. So yeah, the plan for next time is we'll obviously get the lime on the fields. We'll look at getting those fields planted. Get crops in those fields. I don't think. Yeah, we've got. Well, that field I want to do is grass, so we can do that with the weeders, which are like 9 meters, so they're not too bad. Those ones, they're fairly big, but with 2 of us with the 4 meter seeders, it won't take us too long to do those. My tractor's going to go flying in a minute. Whee! Yeah, so I don't think we'll look to upgrade the seed drills just yet because they're quite big, quite expensive jump up for the for 6 meter ones, and it's not that much of a increase in. Oops, again. Right, I don't know. I'm going to end up crashing into the store here. I don't know why all of a sudden it's freezing up. Oh, I've lost connection to the game. Right, just look at this. What someone was asking. So 144 hours I've got on No Man's Land currently. 101 hours on Elm Creek and 107 on Bales. So for those who were asking earlier, there you go. Let's see if I can actually get back in the game. Bruce saying expensive about 15k near full repair. Wow. Nathan Agger saying you should do a Valentine's special live. When's that? Monday. I don't think the wife would appreciate that. I think she might have other ideas about me spending time streaming rather than spending a bit of time with her. Driving in snow is difficult. Aero, if you're looking for a good upgrade for your combine, the modded John Deere T series, good horsepower, grain tank speed, it's a nice range of header options. Okay. So it's probably good that we're finishing up. Yeah, the combine, I think we'll stick with the one we've got for this year, and then I don't know why my game's gone so laggy. Yeah, we'll probably keep the combine we've got for this year, and then we'll look to upgrade that. So we'll probably sell it after we finish the harvest for this year, and then next year we'll look to upgrade that. It depends on what money we've got. And what comes up in used equipment as well, because you never know. There may be a decent combine come up in here. As for that T series, I don't think I've got that particular mod enabled on here. Yeah, so I don't have a huge choice of combines like mod wise. Well, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. So thank you, Stevie, for helping out.
No problem, anytime.
Nice one. Sorry, stretch my back out. Yeah, thank you to everyone that's watching. We've still got 157 of you watching, so really appreciate everyone that's stuck around and tuned in over the evening. Hope you've all enjoyed it again, and if you have, then don't forget to smash that like button. Big thank you again as well to DRndalo for providing the server for tonight's stream. If you are interested in a server for Farm Simulator 22, or many other games, then please check out the link in the description to DRndalo and consider those. It is an affiliate link, so if you do sign up, I do earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel. And if you've not yet checked out Stevie's channel, I'll post a link now. Go and check out Stevie's channel. He'll have the time-lapse version of the live stream on Tuesday, and also he did the Calmsden Farm time-lapse video earlier, which I helped him out on. So if you want to go and see that, check out Stevie's channel. There should be a link coming up in a little minute from Streamlabs. There you go. And also, if you're not yet subscribed to my other channel and you want to see Let's Play videos on Calmsden Farm, then go and check out Sim Farmer Plus channel. There'll be a link popping up shortly for that as well. So yeah, the next episode of Calmsden Farm should be up tomorrow, and then probably Tuesday for the episode after that. And also the Transport Fever 2 Let's Play series is on there as well. So appreciate everyone that's subscribed to that channel as well so far as well. Anyone not sub to Stevie should be, as Aero says. He makes great content. Yeah, check out his channel. So the link's there, and there's also a link in the video description as well, if you're watching this back on the offline stream. Kránitz saying he's got 166 hours on No Man's Land, so a little bit more than me. DC saying he enjoyed the stream, guys. See you next week. Yeah, nice one. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think I am pretty much done for tonight. I don't think I could have gone on much longer, to be honest. So it's probably a good thing I've had to finish for 11, and also the fact that we've actually got everything done we've needed to do. So yeah, it's been a very good stream in terms of getting stuff done, progressing wise anyway. So yeah, thank you again for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, take care, stay safe, and have a great week, everyone.